STEPtember is a fantastic cause that I found out about through Amanda Dodds a few years ago. She put me onto it and told me about the Cerebral Palsy Alliance and the great work that they do. And I started to learn much more and more about cerebral palsy. And I learnt, for instance, that every 20 hours in Australia a child is born with cerebral palsy. So this is a very, very common thing. And the Cerebral Palsy Alliance is raising funds to help with research, to help with rehab, with giving people a better life when they have cerebral palsy. Unfortunately, there isn't a cure, and I was lucky enough to go down to Sydney last year and meet with some of the researchers from universities that are doing incredible things with stem cell research and other types of advanced health research to try and find a cure. But it's something that affects babies during their gestation period or during birth, and it affects so many people. And Amanda encouraged me to get involved and work out what we can do as a company to support the Cerebral Palsy Alliance. It's about getting people moving in September. And I know my little dog, who's about that big, with tiny little legs that are about that big, gets a bit worried this time of year because she knows that I'm going to get more active and I'm going to take her for walks. And but you can earn steps for what it's sort of earn. It's not that formal. But you can generate steps through going to the gym, riding a bike, doing gardening, housework. It's activity, and it's encouraging people to get moving. And you know what we're really trying to do is get people to work in teams across EDL, to get some friendly rivalry between teams, between employees at EDL, get active, get fit, get a little bit competitive, but most importantly, raise money. And so the way it works is you register on an app. It's very, very simple. Even I managed to do it. And you build a little profile, and then you send notes out to people asking for them to support you during STEPtember. Last year we had 125 people from across the company participate, which was fantastic, from across the world, and we raised nearly $60,000. This year we're going to do much better. We're going to go for 150 people participating, and we're going to raise $75,000 for the Cerebral Palsy Alliance. So I get excited this time of year because it really is something that people talk about. They get more active, they go for walks at lunchtime, they walk to work, they ride to work, and you know, people in operations as well have an opportunity to be more active in their day and evenings and mornings, and raise money for what is an incredible cause. And I just love it, and so pleased that EDL can support it. And every dollar that every EDL employee raises will match. So that's for us to hit $75,000, we need the whole workforce to raise nearly 40, and we'll match it. It's incredible just how many steps some people can generate who go off for crazy long bike rides on weekends, etc. But it is really just a bit of fun, and you stir people up and find out how many steps they're doing, and try and generate a little bit of rivalry. I mean, last year, for instance, I had a friendly bet going with someone in the company who works not far from me, and on the 30th of September, I was a bit short on my steps, so I walked to work. And I've never walked to work before that, and I haven't walked to work since. It took me about an hour, but I wanted to get my step count up, so not a terrible thing for me to walk to work. Should do it more often, and I'll probably do it during STEPtember again, just to get more active and get those steps up. There seems to be more of a profile for it here in Australia. So it's a national initiative. There's a lot of companies get involved, and it's not as high profile in the US, but we're making it as high profile as we can, and in the UK. And we'd love our US and UK people to join in, and some of them did last year. We want to get more and more participating, and all this money, as I said, goes to a fantastic cause. It helps families, frankly, it helps children to have a better life, and helps families to deal with what could obviously be quite a shock to find out as your baby's born that there's an issue like cerebral palsy. And the thing again that gets me is it's just so common. One child is born with cerebral palsy every 20 hours in Australia. So there's families being affected by this every day. Not many people know about it, and there's a lot of support around, but it needs funding. And the Cerebral Palsy Alliance provides that funding and support. If you're not already involved, and you should be, and you'd like to get involved, the key person to contact is Amanda Dodds. But really, I'd ask, if you're not involved, why not? Why wouldn't everybody sign up for this? You know, I've done it in past years with people based on sites in New South Wales and here, and you know, it doesn't matter who your team is. We're looking for people to get into teams of 4. If you can't work out a team, we'll help you. We'll work it out. Lisa and Amanda will put you in a team. You'll meet people, and again, the friendly rivalry will start. I mean, one of the people in the team I was in a couple of years ago did a lot of surfing down in Wollongong. Fantastic. He got points and steps for surfing and having fun doing that. So it's all about being active, being healthy and supporting each other, but most importantly, raising money. And again, some people get a bit muddled about that, where they do 1 million steps and don't raise any money. Well, good on you for being healthy and being active, but we've got to remember that every little helps in terms of the fundraising, and we want to make a great contribution to Cerebral Palsy Alliance. So remember everybody, this year, 150 people at least across EDL, and we're going to raise $75,000. So if you haven't signed up yet for STEPtember, now's the time to do it. Do it before the 1st of September so you can get cracking on the 1st of September, get those steps going, get the money flowing in, and support a truly great cause for our community. Thanks.